Thank you. Thank you for that introduction. My name is Mrigank Tripathi. I'm the Chief Growth Officer here at PeopleStrong. And uh, I try to remain fit, definitely not as fit as Chitresh is, definitely not as dynamic as Chitresh is, definitely not as young as Chitresh is, but we'll try. We'll still try. Um, we uh, we sort of came into ETHR and we said, look, we want to go up on stage and say, yeah, please let's do a event and we'll talk about it. But at PeopleStrong, what we do is we keep our customers first, always. And that's why what we said is that rather than me actually talking about everything that we do, I'm going to actually call Anjali up and do that. But I'm not going to call her right now because I'm not sure how many of you actually even know about PeopleStrong. How many of you over here know PeopleStrong? Show of hands. Okay, that's a healthy bunch. But for the rest of you, very quickly, PeopleStrong is one of Asia's largest and fastest growing HR technology companies. We work with about 400 enterprises. The names include the who's who of the list, right from the Tata Group to the Aditya Birla Group to the Kotak Banks and Schneider and all of those companies. I could have put up the slide, but I didn't do it because I don't want to necessarily sort of deviate from the main topic over here. There are four key things that PeopleStrong is really, really good at. And I'm not even talking about the table stakes. The table stakes are your core HR and stuff like that. I'm not going to talk about that. Your leave and attendance, your analytics, those are all table stakes. I'm not going to touch upon that. That is, everybody can potentially do that. We do it well, but everybody can do that. Four things. First, talent acquisition. We're arguably one of the best over there. Second, talent management. There is nobody in the world that can actually stitch together the whole talent management story as well as PeopleStrong can. And I welcome all of you to come and interact with us and challenge us on that one claim that I've just made. The third is really that of experience. We're quite good at that. Not just employee experience, but also from an HR perspective, experience, right? How do we sort of elevate the experience of everybody, HR BPs, employee experience and stuff? And the fourth is payroll. Payroll is bread and butter. We process about 35,000 crores worth of payroll on an annualized basis. So, and also to the questions that were asked last time, you will not have any problems if you talk to Refine because I know that because I have sort of evaluated that. Now, this story is not about the first two. This story is not about talent acquisition. This story is not about talent management. The story is really about employee experience. The story is really about payroll, things that your employees on a day-to-day basis interact with, right? And I can tell you everything that happened from day one and how we came in and we sort of solved all the problems and so on and so forth. But I'm not going to do that because I'm just going to call Anjali up on stage, who's here in her brand colors. So please give it up for Anjali. Anjali, please come up on stage. So we thought it'd be best that she actually talk to you herself about what did they do? How did they go about doing this? You want to use this? You want to use the mic?
Thank you, everybody. Can you hear me? Yeah. So thank you so much. And while this is going to be the AirAsia story, but I think the most important part is that all of us in AirAsia, every employee is actually thrilled to have PeopleStrong as a partner for the core processes. Yeah.
I promise I did not tell her to say
I did
that.
not.
I promise.
Yeah. This is my story. So I'll give a little bit background AirAsia, and I'll tell you how really it has combined the ethos of what PeopleStrong have and what is this given. Yeah, so I'll just take a few minutes. So we are a joint venture between the Tata Group. Tata Group has got 84% stake and AirAsia Bharat. Tata Group, you all know. I myself moved from Tata Communication when Tata acquired stake in AirAsia. I spent 15 years in Tata Communication, which is amazing years, and learned the best of technology. And of course, AirAsia Bharat is the largest low-cost carrier, and it's an amazing organization. And the best part is the AirAsia people philosophy aligns so well with Tata philosophy, and we have the best of both worlds. And here we have AirAsia, India. Little bit about the organization, right? It's headquartered in Bangalore, and we offer an amazing airline experience. So for us, customer experience is very, very important, right? That's really important. And when you go into a flight, you see amazing seats. And I must tell you, I'm not boasting, it's the best hot meals you can get, which you have to pay for. I think the most important thing is we have about 3,000, people on roads, and of course, a whole lot of people off roads as well. The important part is these people are young and super bright, right? They are your pilots, very young pilots. You're your cabin crew, you're your ground staff, your security, your engineers, and the average age is less than 30. So these are the young, super bright people who use everything in their life depends on an app, right? They don't go and shop, everything's an app based. So you can understand what sort of people we have, what employees we have, right? Very clued on what's happening in the world, everything's clued on. So I think that was really because when I joined, I was moved to AirAsia, I realized that, like you might be 50 plus, but you have these young kids who, who only care about you if you give them what they want, right? If you're not relevant for them, then they just ignore you. So this was what it was, and hence, uh, and also had a status, right? So we were part of the Malaysia organization, and in our HRS system, we had a couple of HRS systems already there, but there are multiple stakeholders. The payroll process was so complex, it would take the entire month to do so, and I had like 10 people doing it. And the pay slips were very vague and not really cool. The most important part, everything was web based, right? So today, an employee, if he can show up and do everything on an app, just to get his or her pay slip, they have to go and go to the web access. And remember, one thing I forgot to tell you is these 3,000 plus employees we have, right? They are all rostered. They do not come to office. They just go to the airport or go to the aircraft, finish their job, and go back home. They do not have laptops or desktops, right? Their only mean of communication is the phone, right? So for them to access their own pay slip, you can imagine how tough it is. So that was really important. The whole leave management was a horrible and tedious process. I was sometimes scared that we are not compliant also, and we needed a lot of handoffs. The employee experience was all-time low because they didn't care about us. And the worst part is the experience of my own HR team was terrible. They hated what they were doing, right? And resulting in a huge attrition all the time because hey, what sort of stuff is this? So I had to do something really, really fast, right? So obviously we looked at many partners, etc., and we chanced upon them. And what was really important is, first is we really need to have great employee experience. So today, if for a company like ours, customer is a king, then for HR, my internal customer is a king. So if I'm not relevant to my internal customers, then I have no business to be in what I'm doing. So that's really important. Then obviously configured and it should be really AirAsia brand. Then we really needed organization, sorry for really supportive and collaborative setup because I just didn't want a vendor. I really want a partner in everything which we do. That was really important, right? And we wanted speed. And for me, speed is very important. And I'll tell you how important speed is. And we also make it happen and integrate other apps. We have Oracle Fusion, which is our finance setup. So we have a lot of apps and also internal apps. Like for example, we have an AIMS process where the cabin crew and pilot get rostered. So the salary is based on how many hours you fly, right? How do you connect that? Because I don't want to have an Excel process all the time. And obviously give the power to employees and let them access where they want. And hence, a mobile application is really, really important. The days of not having mobile application was gone. So it really needed something smart because I had a set of smart young people. So I needed a smart process and smart app. So, so now today, many of our employees facing our leave, attendance, time management works on that. Another interesting thing we just did recently is we are in a hybrid work, right? So now quickly, we worked with PeopleStrong and it developed a module for us where employees can log in every time and say, this month I'm going to work 2 days from home or 3 days from office, or I'll come every day to office, or this month can I have work from home? So this was a requirement we had, and it was done so fast. It's amazing. And I'm not just saying because I'm saying it is genuinely true. I'm a very, very straightforward person. If I don't like something, I don't like it. Payroll, right? It was amazing. I must say that we implemented payroll in 6 weeks flat. 6 weeks flat. Till today, I got a lot of kudos from a police and Tata group also, and with zero errors. So till now, there are no errors. 6 weeks, it really works. The whole reimbursement module also so people across India can get into the mobile app, and after the reimbursement, it gets fully done. And a lot of collaboration tools, of course, and the chat box. And we're also looking at more specific modules. So, for example, right now, I'm looking at the performance management process of our cabin crew and pilots are very different from you and me, right? They're going to merit, demerit. So, for example, if a cabin crew returns, someone left at first, and they return at first, they get a merit point. They come late, they get a demerit point. So, they're not as per the standard performance appraisal cycle we all do. So they go to merit demerit, and we are developing that here now, and that's going to be ready anytime soon. And of course, the core HR. So this is a mobile app. So right now, we implement, I think the process of implementation is so fast and so precise. I think that's what really makes it. And I think we have everybody using the app, right? And we also track how many people, how many errors we get, or how many complaints we get, and it's been really nothing so far. So obviously the impact which we track on a regular basis, our payroll processing time has dropped, and more importantly, number of people doing processing payroll is just 2, right? And they just spend about less than a week per month of payroll process. And once we integrate our airline system to PeopleStrong, that'll be just half the time then. So that's, I think, we're going to launch in, I think, 3 to 4 weeks. It is challenging because the AIMS process, which is a global process for flight management, is really tricky. Attendance funds in the mobile, because today if I want to work from home or from office, it's just go on the mobile and say, okay, this week or this month, I'm doing this. And it's so easy because the data we get. So my CEO asked me, what's the normally people working in office this month or this week? And I get it at the drop of their hat. So which is, it's such a relief for me because it's very difficult to find out otherwise people across India how many are working from home or from office on a particular day. So that's really works very well. Of course, fast initiative, new rollouts, we keep asking for this hybrid work model, alignment with the aims. It happens very fast. And obviously, 100% accuracy on payroll till today, not a single error. And we get audited like crazy. Being a Tata company, we get audited like crazy, and that's all the leave requests, approvals, everything is mobile. And I think the daily active users is very good. I think, the two things which really have helped me be relevant to the organization, I think that's more important. I have to be relevant to the organization. Like I'm 50 plus, I have to be relevant to all these kids. I think a faculty employee experience is great. It's relevant to my, my colleagues and the top management. That's important. I think the most important thing which I'm really grateful for is how we collaborate with people, so how they collaborate with us. So I think today, you want to, there's nothing called vendor anymore. You're a partner. And HR is such an important process. You need partnerships. And I think I want to thank you all. I think the most wonderful thing which I have seen is the whole collaborative approach. Then you can do anything you want. I think thank you for that. And thank you for the amazing app. And I think from everybody in AirAsia and my HR team who's I sigh of relief, thank you so much for that.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Anjali. I mean, frankly, I never expected this ki on bhari sabha ke samne you're going to thank me like this. Really,
no,
thank you very much
true.
for that.
It's true. People who know me know I can be quite
no, thank you. I know you too, and I know that very well. Yeah. So no, thank you for that. I do have a question. We're going to be running short of time. Whatever we've done till with you is primarily been employee facing, whereas high transaction stuff. What is your view on the larger agenda on the whole talent side of things? I mean, how are you thinking about it?
Question I should have added here. I think 2 areas. One is whole talent management piece. We started working on it. How do you really look at high cost development, and how they really become part of your succession plan for various roles? So the whole succession planning, high cost development is one area which I think will be out soon, maybe just in a few months. I think before September end. The other big area is analytics, right? Today that's big, and so far we do have data points. We have, you have attrition ratio, you have diversity ratio, but how do you get into predictive analytics? So that's the other thing we're working on. We're looking at various partners, and I think, before then, you will get data points, but the real analytics, predictive analytics, is something which we are working on. I think the succession planning talent module will come first, including learning. followed by the entire talent analytics and HR analytics. And the fact that we also align with our Oracle Fusion, which is HR, which is a finance act, helps us to do better analytics. So these are two areas which something you're looking forward to.
No, thank you so much for that, Anjali, and thank you all for allowing this stage. I didn't know that this would be such a great endorsement for PeopleStrong. So really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Folks, we are right outside. Do come and test our claims and do check us out. If you have any questions, happy to answer them offline. Thank you.
Say hello to the PeopleStrong mobile experience, which brings you the power of simplicity with comprehensive features to create a seamless experience for every single employee on their mobile devices. Now, make the app your own and bring learning and collaboration together with your other enterprise apps via a single sign-on. Coach marks guide users and familiarize them with the new interface with a dash of colors to take the boring away. The all-new widgets make the most relevant information available for quick, intuitive navigation. Introducing Favorites. The app prioritizes the things you like to do for you. Personalize your wish for special occasions. But hey, is there more? Relax. Access all the modules you have subscribed to, including apps built with our platform as a service and other business apps from your organization, all in one place. Nancy, Sheila, who was that IT admin person? Finding and reaching colleagues was never easier. Hit them up with a chat, phone call, or a message. Hello? Oh, snap. Did I punch in today? What time did my team log in? The attendance dashboard is a single view of all attendance-related data at once. Not just yours, but your team's as well. I really need that vacation. Gosh, how many leaves do I even have? The new leave section provides a consolidated view to your and your team's leaves. Where did I keep my payslips? Did I claim that employee lunch? The payroll self-service module gets you your salary and expenses details in a jiffy. Learn more, do more. Learning has a new home integrated within the app. This ensures higher adoption and uptake in overall learning. Appraisals are coming. I'd better show my manager I'm worth much more. In the performance section, view your own goals as well as your team's in one single view. Avengers, assemble. Zippy is now built into PeopleStrong mobile app. After all, work life and collaboration go hand in hand. Create work groups basis their function, location, or grade. And with enterprise-grade security, privacy is guaranteed. So, what am I supposed to do today? Isn't it better when you have all your tasks and projects in one place? Get instant access to pending approvals, tasks, and much more. Even Iron Man needs a Jarvis. Just like Siri, Genie is now voice-enabled. Your favorite virtual assistant comes with a new look and is even smarter. Want to know your leave balance? Here you go. Want to see your payslip? Here it is. Want to see that learning catalog? Voila! Want to be reminded of pending tax declarations? Knock knock. There's pretty much nothing Genie can't do. With its smart capabilities, it can reduce employee queries by 40%. What's more? It seamlessly integrates with Microsoft Office, Teams, Zoom, and more. PeopleStrong. One super app, infinite possibilities.